the Travel Like a Boss podcast, the podcast that I used to listen to in my headphones while I was knocking doors back home in Seattle, literally. Boom. So Johnny's back on the podcast, guys. I just wanted to have him back and just share what's going on with him, and I'm curious what's going on with him. So Johnny, what's up, man?
Man, it's been a crazy 4 years.
Yeah.
And since then, I mean, in the beginning, honestly, I was just grinding. I was trying to add multiple streams of passive income. A lot of it came from just being broke for so many years that I never wanted to feel like that again. And I just wanted to have enough money in the bank, have enough streams of income that if one dried up, that I would never feel like I was broke again. So even though I like the money I make from Amazon, I don't want to just rely on Amazon. Even though I liked my dropshipping income, I didn't want to just focus on that. I wanted to have multiple streams. So what I've been doing these last 4 years is I've been going through grind mode and then maintenance mode. And this to me is the ultimate 4-hour work week, where you could spend 2 or 3 months building a new stream of passive income, whether it's a new store, launching a new product, listing a new course, or whatever it is. And you're working 40, 50 hours a week while doing it, but then it's only 3 months, you get that selling, you get that profitable, you get that automated, maybe hire a VA for it, put it out of the way, and then you could take 2 months just to chill. And that's what I've been doing. I've now added maybe 15 streams of different income. Wow. From all sorts of things, from Udemy, from Amazon, drop shipping, from courses, from blogging, my YouTube channel, like really just so many different checks coming in every month that I feel comfortable where I can just chill for 2 months, go on a long scuba diving trip without internet for a week or two, go on a long hike across Ireland or across Spain, or as I'm coming up to Nepal. And my goal when I get to Nepal in 2 weeks is to be able to hike for 16 days through the Himalaya mountains without internet and still have those checks coming in. So to me, that is the ultimate source of passive income. I think that's what this lifestyle is all about.
Heck yeah. Traveling like a freaking boss, making passive income at the same time. So if you haven't gone to iTunes, travellikeaboss.com, go over there. Like, what type of people have you had on the podcast?
Yeah, so it's crazy. So if you check out travellikeabosspodcast.com or just look for it on your phone's podcast app, you'll see we've had a bunch of FBA sellers, but we've had, really like crazy businesses that you would not think would be a digital nomad business. We've had on a dentist, we've had on doctors who do all their consults through Skype. And this wasn't possible 5 or 10 years ago, but now it is, to be able to really take almost any business, put it completely online. We've had people actually renting out physical hotel rooms. We've had people do Airbnb arbitrage. Like really, it's mind-blowing. 190 episodes in, and every single time I do one, I'm still surprised on how people are making money online while traveling and enjoying life.
Traveling like a boss, baby! So Johnny's also got a new podcast that you guys may have heard of called Invest Like a Boss. So how did that come about, and what should people know about that?
Yeah, so if you guys have read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, you'll know that the ultimate source of passive income is having your money make you money.
Yep.
And we all started out as employees, which is kind of the lowest ranking, and then we became, to the next
specialists,
stage, or like self-employed, where we're still running we're running a business, but we're really just working for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we're a business owner, where we have employees doing the work for us, and that's kind of like the highest point we can hope to get to, is to have VAs, have everything outsourced. But what we often forget is there's a fourth level called investor, where we're actually putting money into a business and we're having that money make us money.
Yep.
So we have these minions, we have hundreds of thousands of minions bringing us more money every month.
Exactly.
And that is by far the best source of passive income. So when Sam Marks, who sold his business for close to $100 million,
yeah, boss,
big boss, we had him at the 2015 NOMADS Summit give a talk, or maybe 2016. And he personally kept 10 million or more from that, and he was like, you know what, let me invest this and have this money make me money. But unfortunately, as like young, the young entrepreneurs, we're not going to invest the same way our parents did or our grandparents did. We start looking into things like robo-advisors, into like peer-to-peer lending, into crypto, and we're like, where should we put our money? And especially if we want to make money but be diversified and be safe, just in case there's a big crash in something. So we started this podcast together really as a learning experiment, where we can be transparent about what we're investing in, but also have an excuse to call up the big bosses. We've had on the CEOs of like Wealthfront and Betterment and realty shares, these big like multi-million dollar companies. And we've been able to ask them all the questions that we want to know. And that's helped my personal portfolio just skyrocket because I get to go straight to the source and just ask them the dumb questions.
Yeah, you're hanging out with all these guys. As I always say, having your own blog, podcast, YouTube channel is always a great excuse to make connections and grow and learn. As you say, a learning experiment. So that's awesome. So go check those Travel Like a Boss podcast, Invest Like a Boss podcast. You also have Johnny's latest course, which is Income Boss, which is about monetizing a brand, which is something that I am working on doing with Living That Life, trying to figure out, different win-win ways to monetize an audience, monetize a brand. So if that's you, go check that out as well.
Johnny don't wanna go to school no more, no more. Johnny said books ain't cool no more. Johnny wanna be a rapper like his big cousin. Johnny caught a body yesterday, out hustling. God bless America.